3 cloves of garlic, chopped up, and a bit of olive oil in a frying pan. Step 1. Step 2. I have piled all of those leaves into the frying pan and I'm somehow going to attempt to put the lid on the frying pan and try and steam it down like spinach. Fingers crossed. Step 3, back to the drawing board. I think I put way too much in there, so I've removed about 2/3 of it, maybe half of it, I'm not sure. Steaming 1/2 of it. Hopefully that will reduce quickly, but I seem to have had a lot more squash leaves than I realised. I'll keep you updated. Well, it's definitely cooking down a bit now, so I'm going to put the rest of the leaves in. I don't think in the future I'll put the stalks in. I think what I will do is keep the young stalks as raw to eat in a similar way to celery, because I actually find it's quite delicious when it's raw, uncooked. I mean, I've tasted it a few times and definitely the flavour has changed. It does become a lot more like spinach when it's been cooked, so it's good. I'll show you the end result quite soon. A bowl full of greens, beans, eggs, potatoes, and I'm going to call them squash collards from now on, squash collards. Absolutely yummy. I've even put some on my husband's plate as well. I'll let you know how they taste. Well, the squash leaves were very, very tasty. I can't put my finger on it, but I feel as though I may have tasted them before, and I feel as though it might have been in a either Greek or Turkish pastry with some feta. I might be wrong, but it reminds me of that. The stalks, if they're thin, they're quite nice. If they're young, they're quite nice. They are like bimini, or bimini, however you say that, I don't know. When they are thicker, don't even entertain the thought of cooking them or eating them raw, because they are not very pleasant for my sensibilities anyhow. But no, it was very nice. If the amounts that I used, if I compare that to spinach and how well spinach wilts down, this doesn't wilt down as far as spinach does. It retains some of its like thickness and texture, and it's good. I enjoy it. I definitely prefer it to shop bought spinach. Well, I grow my own spinach anyway, so which is incomparable in flavour. But back to the point. Yeah, I would definitely grow pumpkin leaves for this. It definitely would do it. I need to be more careful in the future. This is the first time I've done it, of course, about including older stems in there. But it was nice. Yeah, it was good. It's the type of thing that you could imagine being canned, preserved, and then yeah, it's good. And I'd definitely make this again for sure. So if I was to give this a rating, I'd say maybe a 7.5, 8 out of 10. My husband ate it. He didn't think it was too bad, but he says he doesn't have to repeat the experience. So there you go. Now, I think I will try different versions of this, because I did see somewhere that in, I believe, the Asian cuisines, they make a curry out of this. So I definitely like to taste that. And whilst I was cooking it, I kept on thinking, I wonder what this would taste like if there was some ginger in there. So that might be my next adventure. But yeah, I definitely would say go ahead and try this. It's very tasty, it's different, but it's good. Over and out.